Hey, what's going on guys, my name's Raph, and at the time of this video, Ash is preparing himself for his first battle in the Masters 8 tournament against Hoenn champion Steven Stone. During the course of these battles, we've been surprised with cameo appearances of characters who have returned. Whilst we too have seen the return of the majority of Ash's companions, there's a pair of companions who I feel may possibly return for a cameo to coincide with this big battle ahead. These being Hoenn siblings May and Max. There's a bunch of information to cover, so let's jump straight into it. Don't forget to leave this video a like to show support, and I'll be sure to bring out my next video shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you're not ready to keep up to date, and without further ado, let's begin. Let's start off by talking about both May and Max's background alongside their current whereabouts. Both siblings were companions of Ash during his Hoenn adventure. May went on to become a confident Pokemon coordinator, making a return in the Diamond and Pearl series. Max aspired to take over the Petalburg gym after his father Norman. May also ended up being shown in a flashback during episode 105 of the Pokemon Journey series in relation to the Wallace Cup being mentioned. So now that we have a rough background about May and Max, let's now dive into all of the clues and a few theories that could comply with their return in Pokemon Journeys. Before I begin, the details I'll be discussing are in no particular order. This is just pure speculation. Firstly, we have interviews from official sources. Back in Pash's August 2020 issue, Mr. Yasuda, the character designer of Pokemon Journeys, mentioned how characters from the past will appear more frequently in the series, and we've seen this already with the collection of characters to date. In June 2021, Mr. Tomoyasu, the director of the series, dropped a big interview with Team Kato, stating that the possibility of bringing back every companion in Pokemon Journeys is now a possibility, and something they wish to pursue. They mentioned how in the past series it was hard to implement this due to the story constrictions and other arrangements. However, it seems Journeys could be the perfect opportunity to do this. In July 2021, the director of Pokemon Journeys, Jun Iwata, mentioned in an interview from the month's issue of Spoon 2D magazine that the team are working very hard to bring back even more past character companions from the anime to maintain the viewership of long-term viewers. In December 2021, an interview with Pokemon Journeys producer Maya Noguchi had with Animedia mentioned how in 2022 they plan to hopefully bring back Ash's companions and rivals. This then brings us to June 2022, where Pokemon Journeys writer Tomoaki Ashiro stated in an interview with Spoon 2D magazine that surprise characters will be watching the Masters 8 tournament. All of these sources have been factual to date, as we've seen a variety of Ash's companions and rivals all appear throughout the series. The first set of companions to return with Ash's Alola friends. In episode 37 of Pokemon Journeys, we saw Ash reunite with Marlowe, Kiawe, Sophocles, and Lana. We did also see a flashback segment of Lily and Gladion in this episode, but I'll touch upon that later. In episode 65, we saw the return of Unova companion Iris, including a flashback of fellow Unova companion Silent. Gary returned in episode 68, including Tracy being related in conversation, and progressing into the series, the Sinnoh Summer and Winter specials brought back our beloved Dawn, who also too played a role in the Legends Arceus special arc. And sticking on topic of this arc, this is where we saw the return of the legendary original companion Brock. In episodes 103 and 104, Kalos siblings Clement and Bonnie also returned for the 1 hour Kalos special episode. Shirona ended up returning in episode 105. In episodes 111 and 112, we saw the return of Lily and her brother Gladion, with Sinnoh rival Paul returning in episode 114. Tracy has now been confirmed to return in episode 118 during the Ash vs Steven battle, implying that only 4 companions are left to return, being Misty, Max, May, and Silent. If we now take a look at the Masters 8 tournament, a variety of characters have returned in relation to the Spoon 2D interview. In episode 115, we saw Professor Sycamore, Marin, Chespy, and Garchomp make a cameo appearance during the battle between Alana and Leon. This also included the debut of Hop. In episode 116, we saw the Legend of Thunder trio Jimmy, Marina, and Vincent, alongside Ash's rival Richie, and even the Kalos Summer squad being Tierno, Shauna, and Trevor. Sawyer also made a cameo appearance in this episode. From what we know, Tracy will be making a full return cameo during the battle between Ash vs Steven, accompanied by Delia and Professor Oak. So taking all of these details into consideration, how does this relate to Max and May returning next? This transitions into the next topic, being the battle between Ash vs Steven. With the Hoenn champion taking on our 10-year-old hero, I reckon this will be the perfect opportunity to finally showcase May and Max returning. First of all, it is all in relation of Hoenn. May was a hot contender to return for the Chloe performance episode alongside Serena. However, this idea never came true. We've had chances for May to appear in other situations, but here is how I truly think it will happen. I reckon that after completing contests in Johto, she went back to Petalburg for a rest before her next quest. During this time, the Masters 8 broadcast of Ash vs Steven was shown, and this is where we'll see a relation to her cameo appearance. It's a very simple but effective concept, especially seeing as we've had this already with existing characters that don't necessarily need to talk. This too will be also a very respectful motive to Kyrie. May's Japanese voice actor Kyrie developed a throat condition that caused her to retire from her acting and singing professions. During her return in Diamond and Pearl, the condition had an impact on her voice during the series. Since her retirement, Kyrie has mentioned on her blog how she has been trying to maintain the condition despite some medicines not being very helpful. It's really sad that such a talented voice actress and singer has had their life tipped upside down. We can only show Kyrie the utmost support and kindness, but for now, we have no idea on how she will return to the anime heights of resuming her role as May. So this could be a good alternative in respect of that. Should we see every companion return to witness Ash take on Leon in the finals of the Masters 8, then this would be the dream come true. Be sure to check out this video I made outlining every companion alongside how they could return in journeys. The final point to talk about is whether or not the cameo will happen. As mentioned before, I don't really see how else they could bring back May and Max in the series, especially to coincide with the interviews. If we can see other groups of characters appear, then it's an absolute fact that we could see the Hoenn siblings return too, alongside Misty and Silent. I reckon Silent would most likely be shown in the Iris vs Cynthia battle, and Misty could also be shown in the Ash vs Steven battle, alongside maybe potentially Brock listening in on the battle, but that's just a prediction after all. Huge thank you to my friend Goku for designing the thumbnail for this video. Be sure to follow him on his Twitter account to see more of his amazing art pieces surrounding the Pokemon anime. For May and Max to return in the form of a cameo, it would mean the world to not only myself but many fans of the show. The Princess of Hoenn has already been recognised in Journeys, so now's the time to truly give her the cameo and recognition she deserves. All of the evidence is there to prove that May and Max could both return, and even other remaining companions can as well, but it's just a waiting game now, so only time will tell. But wanna let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you guys would like to interact with me, then be sure to follow me on Twitter and join the Team PokeRef Discord server to discuss all things Pokemon. You can find the rest of my social networks on screen and in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave it a like, as your support is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. Finally, make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my videos, and click on the little bell to enable notifications so you guys get notified when I upload a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to stick around for more Pokemon content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.